How much walking should my fat ASS do? I'm 6'4", 240, 39 years old, trying to get down to 220. Okay. Walking is like literally so many doctors are coming forward and having done so many studies on the power of walking. So walking is definitely something you can do to lose a significant amount of weight. Now, you are going to have to lower your calories by a little bit, right? Nothing too drastic, but by like 150, 200 calories a day. And you're going to have to minimum hit 10,000 steps a day. It's possible. It seems like it's a lot, but it's really 5 miles a day. And 5 miles a day, okay, that seems like a lot. But I've been able to calculate it. So for me, if I walk at a 3.0 for 30 minutes, if I do that 5 times throughout the day, that's 10,000 steps. Now, it's a little bit different for everybody, and 3.0 is a good pace, right? So you're going to have to work up to that. It might take you, so try to hit 5,000 steps, right? So the average person is only doing like 3,000 or 4,000 steps a day, which is really, really low. So try to get up to 5 to 6,000 steps. Then try to stretch it from 6 to 7,000, then 7,000 to 8,000. You're going to want to invest in a walking pad. I don't know what region you're in or where you live, but walking pads are a game changer. Like there's so many people right now on YouTube that are literally sharing their journey, losing massive amounts of weight just by walking on a at-home treadmill or a walking pad. If you don't have room, to have a treadmill. And it's kind of fun to try to like challenge yourself. So for example, like I said, when I get off with you guys, I'm going to go back walking and I'm going to read my emails. I could sit right here at this bench and read the emails. I could do that. But instead, right? Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk and read my emails and respond, right? I'm in a really safe environment, safe area. There's police all around. There's families around. So I feel safe, like being able to pay attention to my emails. So it's like I'm habit stacking. Habit stacking is one of the number one things that you can do to try to stay disciplined with a lot of these things. Just have to read. So 10,000 steps. Yeah. For the average, for the average stride of step, you know what I mean? Like the average, like it's about 10,000 steps is on average about 5 miles. So just in case, if you're a shorter person, you might want to stretch that to 6, thinking about it as 6 miles, right? And then maybe walking like 12,000 steps, right? So I'm 5'7", so like, my stride is going to be like bigger, like wider, longer or whatever than somebody that's like 5'2", right? So yeah, and then what you're going to have to do to lose the certain amount of weight is you have to do it consistently. If the discipline is not there, you will always be stuck in the revolving door. And when I say consistently, it does not mean 2 weeks. It does not mean 4 weeks. It does not mean 6 weeks. It does not mean 8 weeks. 90 days minimum before you judge yourself. So when you've done it for 90 days and then you've incorporated more fruits and vegetables, stopped eating late, you guys, I've literally lost 3 pounds effortlessly by just shifting, not eating late. And I didn't even think I was eating late. But now that I've been eating, I've been stopping eating at 4 on most days, at 4 p.m. I know that's a little early for people. Not suggesting everybody do that. But I love feeling, I love feeling not 1 ounce of full when I go to sleep. You know how sometimes we'll eat at 8 and then we go to sleep at like maybe 11:30, the average person at like 11:30, and you're still kind of like a little bit full, but not super full, but you're like full still. I don't have that feeling at all. Like I have the feeling of I could actually eat another meal at 10 p.m. Like I'm hungry again, but I just go to sleep, right? So I've lost weight by allowing my body to not focus on digestion while I'm sleeping because I stopped eating at 4. So and I go to sleep early. So from 4 to 9. So from 4 to 9 p.m., that 5 hours, my body is like, because I'm still doing stuff, I'm still working, I'm still doing whatever. So my body is still working, using up that energy. So when I go to sleep, my body can say, okay, well, we don't have as much to digest as we usually do. So why don't we focus on clearing up her skin? Why don't we focus on burning some more fat? Why don't we focus on, having her get a little less inflamed, right? How about we heal her gut, right? So that kind of like me setting my body up for success has really helped with like, and just by shifting the time I ate. Now, I don't do it every day, right? Because of just like, you know, living like normal life. But if I'm at home and I'm not going out to dinner or I'm not doing anything for the evening, I'm eating early and in bed early. Sleep is super important too. If you're not sleeping well, forget trying to lose weight. Just don't even, especially at 39. Okay? Especially at 39, we have to prioritize our sleep. Our body needs 8 hours of sleep. I know most of us can operate on 5 hours of sleep because we've been conditioned to, right? We've been conditioned to stay up late, watch Netflix until we, you know, get tired, right? And then we go to sleep at 1 in the morning and then get up at 7, or, you know, depending on your schedule, right? Yes, can you survive for a little bit on that? Yeah, but you're going to feel it when you're older, number one. Number two, you're surviving, but you're not thriving on 5 hours of sleep. So your sleep, cutting back on your calories, doing the 10,000 steps a day, upping your water, doing the vegetables and the fruit, not eating super late. I bet you if you change those things, and again, I'm not sure if you're doing those things, you do it for 90 days. 90 days, I wouldn't be surprised if you lost, let's say you lost a pound a week. That's what, 12 pounds, right? Guaranteed 12 to 15 pounds gone just by doing that, not even having to go to the gym. And then if you want to up your game, and then to be honest, when you're kind of, from what I've researched, when you're kind of like have more weight to lose, you actually lose more pounds per week. So you could end up losing 2 pounds per week. Now for me, I wouldn't be able to lose 2 pounds per week because I'm already 137 and I'm 5'7". Okay. So if I lost 2 pounds a week, I would literally be I would be underweight. I would go into the sick mode, right? So for me, I don't need to do that. But you might end up losing, let's see, 245 at 6'4". And what's your goal? Are you trying to get to like at least 200 pounds? If you are trying to get to like 200 pounds, guaranteed in 90 days, you could drop 20 pounds just by doing that. Dropped. And then you can tighten up and do more. Wes said I should stop eating late, but sometimes sometimes SEX happens and I don't like to have SEX on an empty stomach. Guess it could help having SEX. Yeah, you would burn way more calories. You would. And the thing is, you're going to survive, right? Like if you eat a little bit earlier, you don't have to, maybe just try to eat 30 minutes earlier. Stop eating 30 minutes. So if you eat usually at 8:30, try to stop eating at 8. If your last meal is at 8, try to stop eating at 7:30, right? And you do have those intimate moments or whatever with your partner, like boom, that's an extra workout at night. Then don't eat anything after. Just go straight, like you will survive. You won't pass away. You're not going to be energyless. Like let your body take advantage of being asleep so it can burn more. And then you're going to wake up and you'll probably even wake up having lost 3 pounds, literally. Oh God. Let's see. Yeah, the soda, like if we're drinking, this is no offense to anybody. I really am saying this with love, like for real. But if you're an adult in this day and age, with the amount of research and knowledge that's out there on the level of smoking cigarettes, like how much knowledge there is about smoking cigarettes and what it does. There is so much knowledge now about soda. And it just boggles my mind how there's full-on adults, mature adults, that are complaining about their energy, complaining about their blood sugar, complaining about their sugar craving, complaining about not being able to lose weight. And they are still smacking off pops, soda drinks, sodas, fizzies, bubblies. Like, it boggles my mind. It's literally, you're just pouring toxins like just down your neck. And then people say, but I just like it. Yeah, like, it's designed to do that. Everyone likes it. Even people that don't. I love soda. I was just yesterday, I think, just talking about how I used to love root beer. Root beer floats was my number one. I love them still. I would love to have a root beer float right now. But like, my knowledge and knowing what it does to the body, I can't do it. So it's like there's a lot of things that we know already, but we just don't want to admit to ourselves that we just don't want to do it. And we're willing to take the cost of the diabetes, the blood pressure issues, the blood pressure medication that a lot of us are going to have, the organ issues that are going to happen, the stress on the liver, the stress on the, you know what I'm saying? The stress on the pancreas, like all these things. We're willing to put our organs through a lot just to have a Coke. And those things should be treats, they should be treats like Thanksgiving, Christmas, a birthday, like 3 to 5 times a year, not every day. Big hunks and root beers. I know, that sounds disgusting. And I used to eat those together, actually. You should write a wellness book. I do have an ebook out right now if you want to tap in with it. But yeah, thank you for that, because I do definitely plan on making more editions and volumes. Especially, my next thing is I really want to create a habit building guide, like 101 steps to shifting into your new identity or something. Like, I haven't really thought it all the way out yet, but I want to do like literally for the next 101 days, you just change this one habit every day. There'll be one thing to focus on. It could be something small, like, and you might not think it's related to wellness, but it is. Like, okay, day 1, clean your drawer out in your kitchen. Like, one drawer in your kitchen, day 1. Day 2, clean the inner console in your car. Day 3, clean your refrigerator out. Day 4, you know what I mean? Like, I want to do like 101 or like 121 things that you just focus on. And then by the end of that journey, you will now have like got yourself in order to be able to have a more balanced life. Something like that, like a habit blueprint. Let's see. Yeah, if you actually look at my description right now, my How to Lose Fat ebook guide is right down in the description. Yep, replacing negative thoughts, identity shifting. And the biggest thing too is creating a new baseline. So like there's times where it's kind of like boundaries, right? Like there's things that we say we're going to do and then we don't have a strong enough foundation or baseline or standard. So we just go right back under, right? But there's things that I just will not do. Like, you will not catch me drinking a soda. You will not catch me drinking it. Like, the closest thing I'll do, if I'm just craving something fizzy for some reason, I'll do soda water. And then I will get some lemon and lime. And then I'll do some honey and kind of make my own little like fizzy lemon drink. Something like that, just to have the fizziness. Or like mineral, what is it? Mineral spring water or whatever. Like the sparkling water with the little light bubbles in it. That's what I'll do. But like, that's my baseline. You're not going to see Ciana just casually drinking a root beer. Like, I know what it does and I'm not willing to, it's too expensive. So like me having a breakout on my face or me feeling inflamed, it's too expensive to have the Coke. And a lot of times what happens is people will just be willing to feel crazy after. Like they're willing to feel lethargic, they're willing to have the hangover. And I've been there. I'm nowhere near, that's how I know how all these things feel. I've been there. They're willing to have the hangover, they're willing to have the glut, like just feeling super heavy and feeling crazy. They're willing to have the feeling of heartburn, you know, they're willing to have the feeling in order to just have the 5 minutes of pleasure. And then guess what? Every time we do that, it gets worse and worse and worse. We like bring ourselves further away from being able to tap in with the ideal level of health that we should be in. So you have to have some kind of baseline, right? So it could be where you're like, you know what? I'm going to get in front of my soda this year. Like for 2025, soda is going to be my number one thing that I focus on. And I will not go below having one soda a week, or I will only drink soda on Saturday, period. Like that's my baseline. Nobody offer it to me. Nobody do, you know what I mean? It could be that serious. And then now when you have such a strong foundation, people won't even disrespect you by offering you that. I know that might sound a little intense, like, wow, but people won't even offer to me. When I'm around sodas or if I'm at an event, people know I don't drink soda. So I don't even have to have like the, what is it? The temptation or the peer pressure. Because people know my baseline. I'm just reading your guys' comments. Right? So my phone's starting to heat up, which means it's going to start to slow down and stuff because I'm outside. So this was today's identity shift. We'll do another one tomorrow. So that's what we're doing. Repetition. That's just like the ABCs, just like tying our shoe, just like brushing our teeth, like identity shift, affirming, identity shift. That's what we're doing all December. All right. So have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope you guys all got some value out of this. And I learned so much from you guys. I truly do. Like I am growing so much because of your knowledge that you're dropping. So if you're watching this on the replay or you're watching this now, or there's something that you didn't get to add to the chat, please go back and put it in the comments. I read all the comments. I may not be able to respond to all of them, but I learned so much and everybody else learned so much too. So definitely make sure to drop that knowledge. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye. I can't even see where to turn it off.